Love, joy, and blessings. Welcome to Mrs. Gray TV, and obviously I'm Mrs. Gray. So today I'm gonna come at you guys talking about the Kandi Factory. Oh my goodness! When this came on, I know it had came on before, and I've heard some other news about the Kandi Factory, and I was like, it's coming on again. But when it showed up on the screen, it said that it was the first season, but I know she had another Kandi Factory or something a couple years ago or a year ago or something. But anyway, this one was so good. I decided to watch it. It looks so interesting. So let's get right into it. If I'm looking down, it's because I got some notes on my phone. Okay, so the Kandi Factory is Kandi, you know, from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, or the group Escape. She is offering opportunity to launch a music career, and the winner will launch their song and she will put them in their very own music video, courtesy of the Kandi Factory. So she gets two on each episode. I'm thinking she's gonna have two contestants who will compete for what I just said. So on this episode, on the first one, it showed a young lady by the name of Lauren Story. She's age 21 and she's from Houston, Texas. Now that girl can sing, but she was really unique because she said that she loves to sing country. You don't see very many African Americans, especially women, who want to sing country, and I thought that was interesting. And so Kandi decided to take her and give her the pop side of country, like a Swiss Taylor. And then the other contestant his name was Darren Wickerson, and he was 27 years old. And Kandi, and he was just like a rockish kind of dude, like rock on, and he cares, but no, he doesn't care. That's not what he said, but I'll get into that part later. But anyway, he's from Houston, Texas, and he lives in LA, and both of them actually are from Houston, Texas, and both live in LA. But anywho, excuse me, Kandi wrote songs based on Lauren and Darren's life, and Lauren's loved her song. Her song was basically about how she's in a relationship with a guy, and this is based on her life. She's in a relationship with a guy, and he lives in Texas and she lives in LA, so it's a long distance love affair. That's what they called it. And then Darren got a song, and his song was called Winner. And let me go back. Lauren loved her song. She really, really did. I don't know if I said that, but she really, really loved her song. And Darren's song was about what I said. You know, when he was growing up, I guess he was called a loser. He was really picked on a lot and everything. And so he got a tattoo that said, "I am the SHIT," and tattoo on his forearm, and to remind himself that he is something. So Kandi decided to go with that song called "I'm a Winner." And when she presented his song to him, he was like uncomfortable, and Kandi was kind of shocked that he was like uncomfortable or wasn't so excited like Lauren was. So she didn't know why at first, but she said she was a little sad that he wasn't, happy about it. So then after she presented the songs to them, she let them go in another room, and they had to learn the songs and be ready to present it. And so Kandi's team consists of Don Vito, he is the producer, I'm sorry. Victor Jackson, he's the choreographer. He's the dance maker. Y'all don't make fun of me. I can't pronounce the word. Choreographer. Don't know if I said that right. Quan Walters. He's established. And so when Lauren got ready to sing, when she got there sing, she sounded pretty and really good. But Don Vito, the producer, he said that Lauren was swinging like she was a sweet innocent and Miss Goody Two Shoes, and she was boring. And Victor, the choreographer, he said that she was boring and you could sleep through it. And Kwame said that she was Kwame said that she presented a very young, like she was 13, you know, but presented to the age group that likes that type of music. And Kandi said she was given jail bait, like she was 13. That's who said that. Kandi said that. Sorry. So then Darren gets up there and he presents, and he gets up there and he sings, and he's and I didn't say this earlier, but Darren, he is a choreographer too. And so he gets up there, and this is where it becomes really, really funny. So, sorry. He gets up there and he starts singing and moving and stuff. And the next thing you know, he's singing the song, he stopped and he forgot the words, and they telling him to look at his paper, and he looks at his paper. And then what happens? Then they was like, Kandi asked him, well, what are you going to do for the choreographer, you know, the dance? And he said, I don't know. He said, Kwame said that he was flat. And then Victor said, he said he didn't know. Then he said he just was trying to get the song and the words because he's mentally was trying to get it or put it in his head. And then Victor said, you aware this is the Kandi Factory and not the Mixer Factory? Which was really funny. But anyway, and then Don Vito said Don Vito said, I'm losing myself on my notes, sorry. Said, why don't we change the record to I'm a Loser, which I thought was kind of a low blow. And so did Kandi, because she said that was not nice. And then he said, he told Darrington to show him that he was a winner. And so, and he said he understood. And then they go into the studio after that. And let's see, he said it was like, I'm sorry, I got a little lost on my notes. These girls out as innocent, no. Victor and D are like, okay. And then so they go, like I said, then they go into the studios, you know, separately, and they learn the choreography, the dance for their particular song. And D and Victor, they are like oil and water. They do not mix. They get in an argument, and then Darren didn't know his song, and Victor wanted him to know the song because then he could probably dance to it, and he was not just doing right, okay? And I think that's the reason they were bumping heads like that is because they both are, you know, dance producers. They both make up dances and teach people these, and they were bumping heads because they're both got that cocky sense. Even though Darren was really presenting a attitude, not attitude, but a behavior like he wasn't so confident in himself. His confidence, he kept saying he was thinking or something. But anyway, and then Elle, or Lauren, she got in the studio and she was singing. And Don Vito and Kandi was like, you know, she was singing very innocently, and they wanted her to let go and put a little more in it. And she couldn't do it. Like, they just couldn't believe that she was like this Miss Goody Goody Two Shoes, or was this Miss Perfect person. And then she came out of the booth and sat next to Kandi. And Kandi looked and saw her ring. She said, is that an engagement ring? She said, yes. Then she see another ring, I guess, what do you call those rings? When the rings that you wear when you decide to not have sex until you marry. And then she was a virgin, and she really realized she really was a Miss Goody Goody Two Shoes. and that they couldn't make her into something that she wasn't. And she even said, you know, in her commentary that she wasn't going to change who she was for nobody, because that was who she was. And I kind of applaud her on that, because nobody can make you be something that you are not. And I think a lot of times that's where a lot of singers go wrong. They come out and they're one way, and because somebody done changed them, instead of fighting for what they need, who they really are, they just turn into what the entertainment world will want them to be. I know from watching Alicia Keys on the OWN channel one time, she said that, you know, she felt that way, and she had to fight and change record companies at one point in time because of that very thing, that, you know, they wanted her to be something and sing songs that was not her, and that was not, you know, her. It's your artistry. You got to feel who you are. But anyway, back to the Kandi Factory. So anyway, they style them and they both look awesome. And so Lauren gets on the stage to sing her song and present her song. They dressed her really well, and she's singing and she's singing and she falls, and Kandi said her heart dropped. It dropped, and when she fell and I saw it, my heart dropped too, because I was like, whoo. But I didn't know, because I was like, if it was me, I would not know what I would have done. And so she fell, but she got back up, and that was so powerful in itself, because she kept going. She did her thing. She didn't even let it fade her. She just got back up, which made me think, yeah, we fall down, but we got to get back up and do what we need to do. And then Darren gets up there, and this was shocking to me, because the whole time, through the whole process, he was he was not confident. And just like Victor said, he was very complicated. And so it was like a struggle. And so he gets up there and he just he just presented himself like he got this my stage. He owned that stage. He did an awesome job. Now personally, I don't know about the vocals. I didn't really care for the vocals. He was okay. He wasn't horrible. But he did really he did good. He got there cocky. He wooed the crowd. He had his facial expressions, and at the end, you know, Kandi meets with her crew, Don, Vito, Victor, and Kwame, and they talk, and Kandi makes the decision, and she goes with Lauren, which I thought was very appropriate and very interesting. And I think Lauren's story will be something very successful one day. So I think you guys should go and buy her song on iTunes and just get that. So that's my review on the Kandi Factory. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be coming to you with another video about some other videos, and I hope you enjoy my channel. This is my commentary channel. If you want me to talk about anything, review any shows, get my opinions on anything, I'm gonna do better on reviewing these shows. Just let me know. This is Miss Gray TV, and I leave you with love, joy, and blessings. God bless.